Too many things going on. It's good to see everyone. Today is going to be story time with Uncle Mike, and we're going to learn a little bit more about balance. And we all need balance. And I could see that this microphone, too many things going on. Too many things. I'm just going to be preemptive and do this now. Can you hear me? You have to have dueling dueling everything right now. Can you hear me? Hit 555. If you could hear me, is the sound crystal clear? Let us know. You know, sometimes all this technology, it's like you get all these expensive microphones and it makes it worse. It makes it worse. So, but we're live and this is raw and this is authentic. It's going to be real raw and authentic. I appreciate each and every one of you. Today, we're going to have story time with Uncle Mike. I'm going to teach about a real life story that I experienced yesterday and how we can utilize this story. And I'm going to share from my firsthand experience. This is a time period where we need leaders to lead with strength and grace. So in this story today, you're going to learn about balance. We're going to break this down and where we're headed towards in the future. If you're watching on TikTok, you could head over to YouTube. The channel is Our Everyday Lives, 3 words, and we have daily videos, 9 a.m. Eastern time. I appreciate everyone that's here. And if you could kindly smash the like button, I appreciate that very much. It helps others find this message. You can hit the like button on TikTok as well as we get ready for this tremendous message. And the microphone is working right now. It's always a problem. Okay, it's always a problem with some of these things. But that's why you can't allow, life's not going to be perfect. If you're getting me for the first time, life's not going to be perfect, and the will beats the skill. So you're going to have to overcome things in inopportune conditions. All right. So just because if the microphone doesn't work, you have to roll with it until you get it right. Okay. I appreciate that light. Light of the shaman. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, appreciate you. Appreciate everyone here. We have to lead with strength and grace. And it takes a lot of work to achieve this level. And, you know, I'm going to just share a story to begin today's world famous live stream. A story that happened to me yesterday. And I encourage you. I know some people, both platforms here know there's some people that watch, you know, like, 2 minutes and they don't watch the whole thing. You have to listen to the whole story to get the full. You ever get like comments and like people, you clearly went over it and you're like, you know, you didn't watch the whole thing. So you got to listen to the whole story so you can understand strength and grace and balance. Because the problem with the world right now, a lot of people are out of balance. And what we're here to do on this channel is restore balance, restore the natural order. If you're new to my YouTube channel, I did a video about a week ago, restoring the natural law, restoring the natural order. And that's what's happening right now. So yesterday, for like the first time in like years, this guy got loud with me like he wanted to fight me. Just like came out of nowhere. And it represented how you lead, you course direct, but you also have balance. So when I train in the gym, your Uncle Mike trains real hard in the gym, and I do interval training. And sometimes every other set, I will go, we have a sauna in the gym, and I will pump out the sets, and then I go into the sauna and I heat up. Okay, I actually train. This is very different for me. Years ago, I used to eat, solid food. I trained with no food. And I've never did that in the past. And on my journey, I'm here to share with all of you, because a lot of us, we have to unlearn and relearn, and we're adapting our bodies to the new body that we actually have new bodies. Okay, we're functioning more efficiently right now. You might be getting this for the first time and you say, you know what? My body's functioning a lot more efficiently than it was before. You might require less food. So anyway, so I go, and I've always done this. I go into the sauna and I sit for, a minute or two, and then I go out, and then I go and I do like 2 sets, and then I come back into the sauna. So I see someone sitting in there, and it's always the case where, I've shared my sauna chats with all of you many times. I have friends that are in there. And just to segue the mindset of the story, there's a thermometer on the wall, and it tells you what the temperature of the sauna is. And sometimes I have a friend in there. He goes, "Tell me." Actually, 2 people. Can you tell me, Mike? Because they see I'm standing up. Can you tell me what the temperature says on the thermometer? So that's my experience in the past. So I come into the sauna, I go in once, I go in the second time, I'm closing the door, I pull it tight because I'm very conscious and aware of the heat that needs to be in the sauna. More than anyone else, I want the sauna to be burning hot, like the flames of the Holy Spirit fire. You could get the flames going in the chat. And I hear, bro. I have my headphones on, I hear this, and I pull it out. "You're making it cold in here." You start screaming at me, you're going in and out. And he didn't see it coming. I turned around. I said, "Absolutely not. I'm not making it cold in here. I'm very conscious and aware of the temperature. I want it to be hot in here." No, you're making it cold in here. And he's going on and on. I said, "No, you're full of shit. I'm not making it cold in here." And he's looking at me, and he says, "I'm looking at the wall right now. I'm looking at the thermometer. I see it going down." And when he said that, the fire inside of me, my body literally started to shake, because I knew that he was lying. Because people have asked me when I'm standing in the sauna to go look at the temperature for them because they can't see it. So you might be a person on your journey when you hear people lying and you know that they're lying. And the step 1 of this situation, my presence alone, this individual sees the strength in front of him and he gets triggered by it. He doesn't understand what I'm doing. Why is this person going in and out of the sauna? It might trigger him. People get triggered. If I'm speaking the truth, if you're a chosen one, if you're here sent by God, if you're utilizing energies of the universe and you're not understood and people attack you for no reason, hit the like button and leave a comment if you're experiencing that as well. He goes, "Just give me 20 minutes. So I'm just sitting in there. And once he said, "I see the thermometer going down," I knew he's lying. I immediately stopped wasting my breath. And I sat over the sauna, the heater in the sauna. Went out, closed the door. I always make sure it's turned up. I sat down. Now, step 1. On my journey, I've been getting back. I've been sharing about my workout journey. I'm achieving my strength and my physical wellness that I had in 2019 prior to all the craziness that went down. Okay, that was my goal, to show people, all right, that you could achieve it. So I just recently started doing 3 plates for the chest press again. And so now I sit down, it's an incline bench, and I have to press the weight up. And I've only been really doing like 3, maybe 4 reps. I sat down, boom, I pounded out 8 reps. I haven't done it in years. Okay, the guy next to me, he says, "Oh, he's going like this." I'm pounding out 8 reps. So step 1, transmutation. I took the negative energy and I actually put it into the work. This is like the actual, like if you ever said you transmuted energy in a workout, that was literal. It literally just happened. So I actually used it to build my body even stronger. Now, part of me, I said, I'm not going to allow someone to speak to me like that when I didn't do anything wrong. You might have people speak to you a certain way when you don't even do anything wrong. Okay, so what we're getting rid of right now, it's in the subconscious mind. It's called persecution implants. Some of you might know about them. We're getting persecuted for no reason. You might experience that. So I'm not going to, number 1, allow someone to speak to me like that. Now, I was going to go right back in and do it after my second set. But then I sat, and in my intuition right? And I tell people, if you've never done fasting, do some fasting. Your intuition will get real clear. And the words that he said, just give me 20 minutes. And when I was sitting with it, I said to myself, well, maybe this person, he's getting stress at home. Maybe he has the covert narcissist at home giving him a hard time. Maybe he has the narcissistic boss at work giving him a hard time. And maybe he just is so like at the end of it, he just wanted. So I said, I'm going to give him 20 minutes. I didn't go back in. I waited 20 minutes and then I resumed what I was doing. If I was in the ego, I would have just barreled and part of me wanted to barrel right back in. I'm like, I'm not changing, but I sat with it. And you know what the strange thing was? He disappeared. I didn't see him walk out. He wasn't in there. I don't know where he went. Sometimes, messages come in and you might actually witness this on your journey where people just appear and then they disappear. It happened to me on the beach once. And this guy was giving me a hard time. I was just sitting there by the rocks, laying down. And he starts throwing chips at me. And I heard he was being rude to people, like he was kind of rude. And he goes to me, what are you laying down for? Why don't you stand up? And then he threw another chip at me. I'm like, is this guy trying to mess with me? And he walks over. He's like, are you going to eat that? And he picks it up out of the sand and eats it. And then I turn around and he disappeared. Sometimes people come in for a message and they might not seem so angelic, but they came to deliver a message, right? And, the message from that example was stand up, let people see you. Because I was just kind of sitting by the rocks. It was a little windy, and I didn't want to catch a lot of wind, so no one could really see me where I was. I said, oh, look at you, stand up. And at face value, at first, I'm like, is this guy trying to start a fight with me? What is he doing? But I sat with it, and I saw a little bit of a humor, and he disappeared. Maybe he came to deliver a message. Stand up. Be seen. We're being seen all over the world right now. You need to stand up. You have to have balance. You have to lead with strength. So in today's example that I gave to all of you, number one, I will not allow someone to speak to me a certain way when I didn't do anything wrong. A lot of people, you might be empathic, and just because someone gets loud with you, or right away you feel like you're doing something wrong when you're actually not doing anything wrong. A lot of people on the channel that have been on this journey the whole time, and if you don't do anything wrong, you got to stand up and you got to say, I didn't do nothing wrong. That's first lesson. Second lesson, transmuting energy to positive energy. Once I identified he's just making stuff up and lying, I'm not going to waste my breath. I put that negative. I could have kept going, right? I went to sat down I'm pumping now. Now I'm pumping out on my chest. 8 reps. Boom, boom, boom. Third thing, grace. Maybe this person, because there was no reason for him to take it out on me, but maybe he has someone nagging him at home. Maybe he has someone nagging him in the workplace. And I just happen to receive the wrath because someone else. You have to be conscious and aware. Anyone that's getting this right now, the negativity is passed down. The positivity is passed down. So you got to choose wisely. In this example, I chose to stop it. I wasn't going to take it, and I sat with it. So that's why you have to train your mind. You have to know when to hold them, when to right, all that stuff. You have to know when to have strength and not tolerate garbage. I'm not going to tolerate it. And then also, you have to know when to show grace. I hope that helps you, because a lot of people, we need leaders in this world. Leaders lead, okay? If you're getting, if that resonates with you, smash the like button. I appreciate that. I'm here to tell you, take one step towards God, and then all of a sudden the changes start. A lot of people, they're disconnected. You have to stay connected. come up with new things, and be seen. Be seen around the world, okay? If you're watching on TikTok, you're seeing me for the first time, okay? We have Our Everyday Lives on YouTube. Hit the like button on TikTok as well so other people will see it. And let's be seen and let's be opened. Let's be open for better relationships, better connections, better things, and have grace with people. A lot of people having a hard time, okay? Once like negativity gets thrown into humanity, it's been going around. So it takes warriors to actually, number one, boom, I'm not tolerating it. Then number two, let it go. So first the shield. Here's the shield right here. I know TikTok can't see this. You see the shield there? I got the right? First, boom. Not tolerating it. Full armor of God. Truth rises, right? Everyone write it. I have the full armor of God. You know, I'm sure there's people out there. The first time when I was out on YouTube and I was making world famous videos out in nature and I said, I activate the full armor of God. Listen, people, they love it. And then some people get like, ooh, this is strange. Start activating that armor and activate it now. You have to lead with strength. We need leaders to lead. Leaders lead. That's what we need to do. I appreciate everyone on TikTok. If you enjoy this live stream, I'm going to continue this live stream on YouTube. And we have 1.6 thousand videos to help you improve your physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. So I appreciate all of you. You could hit me up on, if you're on YouTube and you haven't, hit me up on TikTok. Hit me up on TikTok. We're a family. Message, share, and head over to YouTube. Daily videos, 9 a.m. Eastern. Take care. Another one, right? Boom. That was good, right? I got to learn all these things. Listen, if you want inspiration, okay? You want inspiration. I am not technologically savvy, okay? But I figure it out. All right? Figure it out. That's what you got to do. You got to figure it out. You have to understand certain things. And that's really the way that I am. That's the only way that you will not get engulfed by the matrix. You cannot be someone's doormat is the number one step. I did my video on Mother Bird Mike when I was trying to give birth to something special here. Because there's people in this world that are miserable people that might try to destroy your life because they want you to be miserable like them. Hit the like button if your Uncle Mike is speaking the truth. That's why you have to be strong. You're not here to be someone's doormat. You're not here to deal with gaslighting. You're not here for this. Don't have time for it. Watch the video. God says we don't have time. You're not here to be someone's doormat. You're not here to be someone's energy source for a parasite. You're not here for these things. So you have to, Sharon writes, misery loves company. Step one in this, we need balance. The problem especially in the spiritual communities, they are out of balance, a lot of these people. It's this way, and it's got to be this way, and if you don't agree with me, I hate you. Roar! It's got to be exhausting to live like that. Isn't that exhausting? Oh my God. It's wild what goes on out there. It's wild. Right? Isn't it great when I just speak the truth? That's what you got to do. And people get triggered by it. Good. Got to get real uncomfortable because, ready? Why? So you say, why, Uncle Mike? Why do people have to get triggered? Because people don't change until the pain of remaining the same exceeds the pain of change. The message doesn't change. What changes is, I have to look in the mirror when it comes to a person that doesn't want to change, that doesn't want to get better, that wants to constantly knock people down. So step one, you have to have strength. You got to put the shield up. You got to have the full armor of God. And you're not tolerating it. You don't tolerate it. Step two, you got to have grace. You got to have understanding. And a lot of you know this term. You can love people from a distance. You could love people from a distance. Do you practice that? So I could sit here and I could be understanding. Now, in this case, I don't know the answer. I don't know what goes on in some, but you don't know what a person is going home with. So step one, you have to make sure you are protected at first. So just because, number one, okay, this is the true journey right here. Not the fake journey. Not the everything's a unicorn journey. Not let's coddle the victim. Let's coddle the weak narcissist journey. That's not here. Not up in here. Step one, you protect yourself. You make sure your cup is filled up first. You are at maximum strength. You don't have time for it. You're not going to tolerate it. That's step one. Then step two, once you protected yourself, then you could have grace. Then you could have some understanding. Then you could let go. You know, and when you know an example, so I'll give you an example. Okay, years ago, I had a friend, and he's a good friend, but he was watching how I was escaping the matrix, and he couldn't escape the matrix. And he felt trapped. He felt trapped in his relationship with the female covert narcissist. He was trapped. He was trapped in the basement. He couldn't get out of this relationship, and he didn't have the strength to get out. I know how it feels to be trapped. He was trapped by his matrix job. And he is a person of, he is a spiritual person, but his frustrations of being trapped by the job, being trapped by the worthless relationship with the covert narcissist. That's Jezebel's spirit. That's Judas' spirit for the ladies out there. Watch out for Judas as well. You got to watch out for these things. I can be empathic. I can be understanding, and I have no ill will to my friend that took out his frustrations on me, because he sees Michael expanding and growing, and he gets frustrated that he's trapped in the basement with his weak and nagging narcissistic person. Some of the behaviors I heard, I said, how do you tolerate this? How do you tolerate it? Men, how do you tolerate it? Women, how do you tolerate it? You got to ask yourself the question. Have the strength today. Have the strength today. Evict the saboteur. 1,000 people. Write it down. This is where you have to have strength. Have the strength. Evict the saboteur. Write it down. Thousands of people. There are so many people in the comments. You gave me the strength to get rid of this narcissistic trash. Get rid of it today. Evict the saboteur. Write it down. Judas, out of here. Jezebel, out of here. If Uncle Mike has to give you the strength today, evict the saboteur. Get it out. I understand. I have no ill will to my friend. Nothing at all, because I am understanding that he's frustrated. He's frustrated. He's being beaten down at home. Think about this. You go home every day and you get the nagging and the this and that, and you tell stories to your friends. And then you have to see a counselor, and that counselor's not good. And then we have to go to another counselor because the narcissist says, this counselor is agreeing with you too much. I have to go to another counselor. These are the true stories of our everyday lives. You got to learn these things, kid. You got to hit the like button if your Uncle Mike is speaking the truth. Hit the like button today. Evict the saboteur. Have the courage. Have the courage. Right, Natalie? Your Uncle Mike speaks the truth. And I watch my brothers and sisters. They suffer in silence. They suffer in silence. And someone has to speak the truth with the Holy Spirit fire. This counselor's agreeing with you too much. We need to go to this counselor instead. You're full of crap. That's the answer. All right? That's good, right? No, that's what it is. And I sat here, and I felt bad for my friend. I felt real bad for my friend because I love him. And sometimes people take it out on you. It's not their fault. That's the truth. I'll speak the truth. I'll do it. My nanny said, I'll do it. I'll do it for people that are suffering in silence because you're at home and you're dealing with the covert narcissist. And you feel like no one's going to believe you because they go out in public and they say, oh, I'm so great. I'm so great. I'm so great. Keep smashing the like button today if I'm teaching you how to lead with strength and have grace at the same time. My Nana taught me there's a time for this and a time for that. So you have to use discernment. You have to say, not up in here when it's no good. And then you could say, you know what? I know my friend, he's having a hard time. And I have no ill will to him. But what could we do? That's why one of the very powerful videos on this channel is why people that are doing the work of God, the chosen ones, the 144, you find yourself alone because you can't, it's constantly being pulled down. You're constantly being pulled down and you're saying enough is enough and the Holy Spirit is rising inside. And when you know it's not ego and it's truth, you could sit back and I'm teaching you today. I'm teaching you today how to discern these things. I don't get mad at but sometimes we have to pull back. I know it's not my friend's fault because I know what's going on behind the scenes. I know what he has to go home to every day, beaten down. My friend was beaten down every day. I have no ill will to my friend. Nothing. I love him. But your friends take it out on you, right? If you're going to move forward, they have to have the courage. They have the courage to say, get out of here. They have to, and it's hard. And that's why sometimes God will do it for you. So I have learned, okay, learn from your Uncle Mike. Learn from your Uncle Mike. Do it for God. So when you do it preemptively, it's a lot easier. Okay? If all I have to do is keep speaking the truth. I don't need fake people, watching the channel, trolling. I just keep speaking the truth. You don't like it? Great. You're getting triggered by the truth? Great. Go faster. Go, let it go. Go faster. Get out of here. Because when you do that, 5 people take their place. If you're a content creator, you cannot give up your authenticity. Be the truth. Embrace the truth. I'm telling you, don't be afraid, because for every one that you lose for speaking the truth, 5 people take their place. You're going up 5 times because don't worry, get rid of it. 5 times, 5 people come in. These are the things we have to learn. We have to learn how to lead with strength and grace, both balance. The problem in the world right now, people are out of balance. It's got to be one way or the other. And what I do here, achieving balance, I will trigger people, right? What did we say? There's everything is the unicorn and rainbow faction, and everything is the gloom and doom faction. And somewhere in the middle is the authentic, our everyday lives. That's the truth. The path of value is the path less traveled. I've gone through a lot of hard bumps in the road to present from authenticity. I'm grateful for each and every one of you that show up every day. Hit that like button today if this is the truth today. You have to have strength. You can't be someone's doormat. You can't be, oh, okay, all right, I'll deal with this. What's going to happen? You're putting out a frequency. So God says, oh, you like it? Here you go. Here's more. Until God wants you to wake up. That's what it means to be obedient to God. Will you continuously do the same cycle? And there's people out there We all have a responsibility. They want to blame, oh, my mom did this. Okay, in the beginning. But eventually, each and every one of us have to undo generational. That's the power that you have. If you want to ascend, this is not ascend for me. Okay, right? This is not ascend for me. We all have to ascend ourselves. We have to do the work. That's what this channel is about. Some people don't like it. That's okay. Because it's the truth. I'm here today because I put in hard work, dedication. I showed up every day. Okay, go to the channel page, hit the subscribe button. Look at that first video. Consistency, resiliency, authenticity. There's people out there, right? All this. You see that right there? You see it right there? Not one viral video. I got that because I showed up every day. Look at it. It's right. It's standing right there, so I don't want to hear it. Oh, okay. You got to get lucky. You don't have to get lucky. You could show up every day. And because I showed up every day, we're here. Could you imagine if we have a viral video with this as well? Forget it. It's true. That's the truth. You got to show up. I will be the representation of the truth. And you take a lot of slings and arrows doing it. Natalie Rogers, I love you. We're holding up the trophy, Natalie. We're holding up the belt. The championship belt, Natalie. I appreciate that very much. This is a powerful message today. We need leaders. We need leaders to lead. You got to be truthful. You have to lead with strength. I'm not here to be someone's doormat. No. Not up in here. But I also have grace. I believe in forgiveness. But it's not just forget. You have to use discernment. We'll have to do a full video on this. You have to use discernment. You got to know who's who, because some people are just distracting you. It's just going to keep going like this in a circle. It's a spiral of life. The spiral of life. I don't know if that is a troll in the chat. But listen, the trolls can watch. They can watch. I love when they watch. Triggering. Like the guy on the beach that was throwing chips at me. He was triggering me. It was so strange. But the message came through. Get up. Let people see you. I just was sitting by the rocks. I was kind of like, I didn't want the wind. But how can anyone see me, right? If I'm just sitting in the rocks. He goes, look at you. Let the girl see you. Get up. But he was giving me a message. He was triggering me with the chips, and I thought he was being a jerk. But that was the message that I got. Oded. I love you, Oded. Thank you so much. I appreciate you very much. Yeah, Ghost writes, trolls out now. Hashtag. Hashtag troll the trolls. That's a beautiful one. Hashtag troll the trolls. Because when you are triggering, you wake them up. Wake up. Sometimes you got to wake them up. Yeah, that's interesting. These people show up, and it's like, was it real? Was it an angel? Was it a Matrix thing? They deliver a message, they disappear. They deliver a message, and then poof, they're gone. Did you have serious thing in the comment section? If you've ever, because I'm fascinated by this stuff too. There's people, they come in, they say something, and where'd they go? And they're gone. Do you experience that? I've had this experience a couple times. They show up, they deliver the message, where do they go? And sometimes they're maybe a little rough around the edges, but the message is real. It's a truthful. It's a message that you had to take with you. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Let us know in the comments if any of today's, what was the most important part of the lesson today. Comments are appreciated. Scroll the comments. It's a beautiful place in the comment section. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Daily videos, 9 a.m. Eastern time, to help you become the greatest version of yourself, to help you improve yourself physically, mentally, and spiritually with balance. It's about balance. You got to have balance. The world's out of balance. Let's put the world back into balance. I appreciate each and every one of you. We show up every day. Strive to become 1% better. You don't like the channel? You could leave. No problem. Because we're going to keep moving up. We're going to keep showing up every day. Ooh, I don't like you. Okay. It's wild. It's wild what's out there. You know, they got to tell you. You don't even have to just go. Just go. So we have to improve ourselves. We have to get better. We have to be strong, and we have to have grace. Once again, we have to be strong and we have to have grace. A lot of people get triggered by balance. If you're new to the channel or if you missed this weekend's videos, go to the channel page. There's really powerful messages from the weekend on the first playlist on the channel page, right? Utilize these things to guide you through balance for your everyday life. Oh yeah. I love you all. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.